नहमदुहु व नसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम व अला आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि अजमईन अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. My respected elders and all my dear friends, I welcome all of you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The topic of my talk is lockdown in India. As we all know, we have been stuck with the worst tragedy, which is COVID-19, but I think the fundamental problem is our own lockdown. The cure is proving worse than the disease. It is killing livelihoods, enterprises, and people on a massive scale. It is first affecting the mental health of people, and of course, deep down, we all knew that COVID would not obey our lockdown calendar. In India, it was 500 cases when Mr. Prime Minister announced a nationwide lockdown, and currently we are in fourth phase of lockdown, and number of cases in India is more than 85,000 as of 16 May 2020. India is currently the 11th most affected country. Lockdown was a wasted opportunity in terms of teaching us how to live in a post-COVID world where COVID-19 will still be a reality. In these flu-like epidemics, there is a huge wave and then it lingers on for years together, says Dr. Pratima Murthy, head of Society at National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences. So we need to adjust to a life where we manage ourselves in a sensible manner. But we go about our work. It is a need to train our mind to go out for work without the fear of catching the virus. Live our lives normally. We go out, meet a friend despite COVID, and a COVID diagnosis should not mean neighborhood panic and instant stigma. Broadly, I can say that lockdown is not the solution of checking the spread of this pandemic. There is a need to learn how to live our lives after this lockdown and also during this post-lockdown world. If we had emerged from the lockdown knowing how to wear and clean a mask for reusing, it would have been time well spent. There is a need to learn how to sanitize vegetables and other things we bought from the market. There is a need to learn a basic sanitization drill. It's time to be more hygienic. This pandemic is the best opportunity to learn how to live a more better life. It helps in our changing our life forever. By taking the basic precautions, we can not only help to check the spread of COVID-19, but also some other most common communicable diseases. For example, tuberculosis. It is most common communicable disease among Indians. We don't behave in this manner that I will catch TB if I go outside. We don't fear from it, right? In other words, I can say we don't focus on it, which is a problem. Behave in the same way in the case of COVID-19. Don't focus on it. It is the most important thing we have to do. That is, don't put our focus on problem. Because if your focal point is the problem, surely your mental health will be disturbed and damaged. And at the same time, take major precautions. And also, this is what I want to say to the government, to let us shift focus from serious lockdowns that hurt billions to less flawed measures. COVID-19 is spreading in India at a rapid speed. And also, but it can be avoided by taking precautions. The disease can be cured also, and if we look at the fatality rate, COVID deaths are around 3,000 in India, and it is very low. Yes, this is not because we are world leaders in prevention and containment. 10 million Indians die every year of various causes. TB alone claims 45,000. We don't respond by locking down the country, by locking down the economy. Our own air is a killer for us, but we don't avoid going outside. Every death is a tragedy, but COVID death is not more tragic than a TB or influenza death. Since we live with those, then why not with COVID too? One day, hopefully, there will be a vaccine or herd immunity. World Health Organization also wants that we may have to live with COVID, as there may never be a fully effective vaccine for it. Just as measles persists despite a vaccine, HIV has not gone, but we have come to terms with the virus. We don't have to win the war against COVID. As I heard world's world leaders saying in our fight against COVID. No, we don't need this as much as we need to make peace with it. Its existence in our world for now. It might help to remember what Leo Tolstoy wrote. The strongest of all warriors are these two: time and patience. And thanks to God. Also, after the sound and light show of the Baton Orchestra and candlelight vigils, Prime Minister Narendra Modi finally told the nation something very important that we should always remember. He said, friends, experts, and scientists have pointed out corona will remain a part of our life for a long time. But at the same time, we don't and we cannot allow our lives to confined to corona only. So we should wear masks, follow social distancing, and pursue our goals.